Hello, everyone. It's May 20th, 2020, and this is St. Mark's at Midweek. I'm Matt Wright, and after we visit with Pastor Carey, we're going to talk with the adult leaders of St. Mark's Scout Troop Number 1, Don Matsumoto and Rose Cortez. Did you know that our troop is 106 years old? Scouting is thriving in Altadena with girls and boys, and we'll discover why in just a few minutes. But first, our pastor, the Reverend Carey Patterson-Grindon, is here for a quick update. Hi, Carey.
Hi, Matt.
What's going on at St. Mark's this week? Is the church just as busy even though we don't see each other on Sunday?
Remarkably, yes. Yeah. I think it's because we keep trying to do all we can to care for each other, to worship together, all of that. I just came from staff meeting, actually. I was in the office for that. I Zoom into staff meeting from my office just for a little sense of normalcy. And Lisa Ayang safely socially distanced at her desk. Lisa Sylvester safely socially distanced in her office. So the three of us were in the space, but distinct. And then everybody else Zooms in. We all Zoom in together from our places. And today, Michael Mishler was celebrating his graduation from Bloy House.
Fantastic.
So that was fantastic. So we got to celebrate that, and that included we were sort of Zoom bombed by one of Kara Morgan's alter egos. This woman named Linda, this character she's created, came to sing a graduation song for Michael. It was like nothing you'll ever be able to imagine. So that was really great. And so we in the midst of hard things, we're also laughing heartily together and getting our work done. So as I was leaving the office, I scooted by Lisa Ayang, who in her mask was making phone calls to the vestry to remind them about tomorrow night's Zoom meeting. When I got outside, Mickey Block was coming up the walk with 7 casseroles so that Mother Betsy and I have those, or others have those to take to people in the community as they need them. So she's keeping those movable feasts stocked in our freezer. It's just sort of business as usual in this era, for St. Mark's to just keep caring and gathering whatever way we can. So wonderful.
Oh, that's great.
It is.
We heard from our graduates last week in force, and they were an inspiration. This week, we're going to celebrate their actual graduations in our COVID-19 fashion.
Right.
Tell us what's going on.
So Maria Horner and Tom Horner have put together a car parade. So maybe you've seen some of those, on Facebook and other places. So we are putting together a St. Mark's version of that. And what we're going to do is drive by the homes of all of our high school seniors who are graduating or have graduated in our cars, safely distanced, but making as much noise and craziness as we can to honor those. If you want to be part of that, if anybody wants to be part of that, you just email Maria and she'll set you up with instructions for that. We would like people to RSVP to her for that, so we have some sense of how many people we're going to have, but everybody is welcome to that. And then the other thing we're doing for those high school seniors is we're asking the whole community to write cards and send cards. There are 9 of those graduates. So if you can write a card to each of them, we want their mailboxes to be totally flooded with our love and support. They've had to give up a lot this year. So we want to really let them feel and know how much we appreciate them, how much we love them, and how much we believe in them. So you can write letters or cards to them this week and get those in the mail. So that would kind of be in conjunction with this parade. This week will just be a love fest for all of our high school seniors.
It'll be great.
From the St. Mark's community.
Well, good. I'll be there, and I know a lot of people listening will be there too, and we'll talk about it next week. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you, Matt.
Right now, we want to spend some time and talk to the Scoutmasters of St. Mark's Troop 1. And it's, I think, one of the oldest scout troops in the area, if not the oldest. And Rose Cortez and Don Matsumoto are the Scoutmasters. Don is the Scoutmaster of Troop 1B for boys. Rose is the Scoutmaster of Troop 1G for girls. And girls are new to scouting, what used to be known as Boy Scouting. So we're going to talk a little bit about that and how they're navigating through this COVID-19 world we are inhabiting right now, and what plans are in store for the future of Troop One. So Don and Rose, welcome to our midweek podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about what's going on with Troop One. Troop One has been a part of St. Mark's for how long?
Troop One was established in 1914.
Okay, so 106 years. The troop has been around almost as long as the parish. How many scouts are in both troops combined?
Just under 30, I think,
Okay.
currently.
How many boys and how many girls?
Yes, we have 6 girls registered.
Yeah, and about 23, 24 boys.
And how long have girls been a part of Troop One?
So Troop 1G was established February 2nd, 2019. So now we're looking at about 1 year and 3 months.
Just a little more than a year. And how do you feel it's going well?
I think so. The girls who currently participate in Troop 1G are very enthusiastic and they're go-getters. They seem to be enjoying all that scouting offers, boys and girls.
That's great. Now, what kind of a change was it? Don, you've been involved in the troop for how long?
About 6 years, I
Okay.
think.
Was it a big shift to bring girls into the troop? Was it a tough change? Was it an easy change? How did that go?
Let's see. I think I took over the troop not very long, just about a year ago.
Okay.
So that's about when the girls were coming in. So, just for me to transition from assistant scoutmaster to scoutmaster was a big change. And then the girls just sort of were part of it. And the boys seem to enjoy it. They enjoy the extra camaraderie. And yeah, when we go on outings, it seems to work out really well.
When you go on outings, do you go together? Do both troops go together?
For most of them, yes. Sometimes, different people will sign up or not sign up. But when both boys and girls sign up, then we'll be camping, side by side, separated by, our required rules and regulations.
Right. How is the experience different for boys and girls who are in scouting? Is it materially different, or is it really the same program?
I would say it is essentially the same program. Last year, the girls participated in Scout Camp at Cherry Valley on Catalina Island, and they were able to participate in all activities that the boys normally participate in. So they're really, other than them being separated for specific activities, they were all taking a lot of the same courses for merit badge classes or advancement courses. They were participating and doing whatever they could and whatever they were interested in. So
Okay.
it's essentially the same.
Do you see any girls on track for Eagle already?
They've been asking, what do you think? Do you think I can do it? Do you think I'm going to be able to do it? And I really would like to do it. So yes, I think we definitely have some Eagles, in our future.
One question that people often have, and I've been asked this question because I was involved in scouting when I was younger. What's the attraction for girls to become involved in scouting as opposed to Girl Scouts?
I was never a Girl Scout myself, so I can't really compare. I do know that for myself, I actually, when I was in high school, I participated in Explorers with the Los Angeles Police Department. So that was boys and girls. And at the time it was under BSA, under Boy Scouts of America. And again, what was the attraction? Why were there so many of us who were attracted to something that was predominantly male? And I think some of us are just just have a different interest that maybe the Girl Scouts may not necessarily offer. Again, because I never was a Girl Scout, it's hard for me to compare.
Yeah.
But I will say with the Scouts or with the boys, we definitely do more hiking, we definitely do more camping, a little more physicality, and we're just learning other things, more hands-on. That it's just a little different. And the girls seem to enjoy it.
Don, how healthy is scouting locally? Not only Troop One, but in the area?
I think scouting is, you know, it has its trouble with the competition from sports and these days being
Hmm.
overprescribed, but it does offer a unique experience. It's geared around outdoor activities, especially in nature. So it has a special appeal to those that want to get away from, or not necessarily get away, but just add to their curriculum, the outdoor experience and the growth that Boy Scouts can offer. So, from that point of view, it's still strong, and the leadership and the volunteers are very strong and dedicated.
Yeah. How would you characterize Troop One? What's the balance between advancement and activities and outdoor activities, mountaineering and things like that?
Well, Troop One was led by Alan Yovanovitch for like 25 years, and it was known as a backpacking troop and geared, for going outdoors and going fast in life. Days when we went camping that how little gear we carry. And I thought, wow, when I was a Boy Scout, we carried this big old chest of kitchen gear,
Right.
pots and pans, and it was nice, but for those who have to transport it, it must have been a chore. And we go, backpacker light, so there's an advantage to going light and going light and fast. And we're known throughout our council as a backpacking troop.
And the troop has really had its fair share of eagles over the years too.
Yes, we've had quite a few eagles, and we recently had a sort of a Eagle Court of Honor where we honored about 8 scouts, and some of them were from years past, but it was a pretty joyous occasion just hearing the letters that these scouts wrote, and some of them, since they were sort of got their egos a few years ago, they're a little bit older, and they were able to reflect pretty well on their Troop One experience, and it was very heartwarming for the adults to hear. So I wish we could have broadcasted that part.
Well, this is a different story from the one that people often hear if they listen to the national news and read the headlines. National Scouting has had a good deal of trouble and financial trouble now. Are the local councils in pretty good shape? Has this affected scouting locally as much as it's affected the National Scouting Organization?
Well, I guess national and local have had, financial difficulties just trying to run their camps, and well, there's a lot of litigation going on.
Yeah.
I think when you look at an individual level and look at what the scouts get out of the Boy Scouts of America, I think most of the people are pretty happy with the result.
Yeah. How have you as a troop been navigating this social distancing world of COVID-19? That really must impact the way you meet, the way the scouts interact, your outdoor activities. It must really affect everything you do.
Yeah, it's really sort of a challenge for us. It's something new and something that we've had to adapt to on the fly. I mean, it's only a couple months old, and it's all new for the scouts. And
Yeah.
luckily, they're a lot better at the the electronics than some of the older folks are. So it's just a matter of transitioning from one form of electronic world to something more in the
Rose, have you noticed any particular challenges with Troop 1G in terms of COVID-19?
So the girls are very social and they do enjoy the interaction amongst themselves as well as with the boys. So this has been a little bit of a challenge. I think they do miss each other, but using video conferencing platforms like Zoom has been very helpful. And we've actually been able to continue having our weekly troop meetings using Zoom. And for the last month, we've been working on different goals. And so one of the goals was to continue to try to, earn either a merit badge or try to complete some of our requirements for advancement. And the girl, again, it's always scout led. And the girls wanted to do at least one merit badge. And so as a first aid merit badge counselor, I said, you guys want to earn your first aid merit badge? And they said, yes. And I said, okay, every week we're going to spend at least 45 minutes to an hour. And by the end of 4.5, 5 weeks, you guys will have earned it. And so we've been doing the first aid merit badge every week. And then also we like to emphasize that we do community service projects. And so we've focused also on making these paracord bracelets that we will give to Operation Gratitude at the end of the year. And I tease the girls that our goal is to make 1,000 of these paracord bracelets, and they kind of freaked out, but I think they're up to the challenge. And we also have extended the boys troop, and I think this will be fun. I think this will actually make for a good memory one day. Do you remember when our Scoutmasters made us, do 1,000 paracord bracelets? But it's for a wonderful and great cause. So I think, they'll kind of resist a little bit, but I think truly they do appreciate these times and these opportunities to do good.
Now, I understand that you guys may be taking a greater role in helping with St. Mark's interest in the food pantry. Are you guys going to be taking on a greater role in food distribution?
That's it was presented to us by Ms. Benoit and Mr. Snodgrass. So I think they went out last Saturday to take a look at the May distribution, and I think the plan is for us to take a greater role in the June distribution. So
Good.
We're looking forward to hearing
more about that. That's a new initiative, a new plan.
Yeah, something new.
How can people at St. Mark's support our Scout troop?
Well, let's see. If they would like, they're more than welcome to create some of those paracord, bracelets, because believe it or not, those are distributed to the soldiers, our men and women who are out and deployed, and they really do appreciate those paracord bracelets. They can use them for an emergency or to replace a shoelace or to tie something up. It has multi-purpose use. So if anyone would like to participate, they can certainly reach out to us and we can forward to them the link. And then as a group, as a collective group, we can all, go ahead and donate that to Operation Gratitude. And they certainly will appreciate it.
What's the best way for people to contact the Scout troop?
Yeah, let's see. Probably directly through my email or Rose's email, and we can send that to you.
Rose Cortez and Don Matsumoto, Scoutmasters of Troop 1, thank you for joining us this week.
Thank you for having us. It was a pleasure.
It was good to have you with us today. Thanks to our associate producers Emily Wright and Lucy Grindon. Another update from St. Mark's next Wednesday and our regular worship podcast on Sunday. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and be good to each other. I'm Matt Wright.